Hello and welcome back to the show. Marvelous. So we move to our last game of Europe, which is going to be Mirage between these two sides, which means we're going to see a lot more sniper rifle.
Yes.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Got to put your cable behind your shoulder, man. There we go.
I'm a rook.
Much better. Marvelous. So it's going to be good. I mean, I think everybody was pretty much on fire in that match. I mean, Faze have been more or less since the beginning of the show. Well, definitely, but since the beginning of the show. Great performance by Astralis. Took the W. Can they do it again?
On Mirage, Faze's Mirage is no fluke. Like, they're really, really good on Mirage. Like, I guess the problem with Faze is just that, like, Mirage and Inferno were meant to be their main maps, but that's the maps that everyone are getting good on right now. Really, really good. So, I don't know. I guess I would favor Faze on Mirage, but
Yeah, it's weird. I want to actually pick Astralis because they do so many quirky things that other teams don't do. Like, they'll play two people under Balk with M4s and like an AWP at CT spawn that rotates from jungle. And it's just such a weird setup to run into because they're willing to give you mid control for free. So I think Astralis can actually take this map if they keep up that form.
Dupree making his way up mid.
what's your prediction, James?
I have no prediction. I don't often do predictions. It was funny. We started the major prediction thing off for fun, and then I ended up just beasting everyone.
Winning, yeah.
Across the entire major from start to finish. If he went further, he would have seen the bomb, and that would have been quite telling, but kills are always good as well. 5 versus 3 with no answer from Faze just yet. Faze won't be happy with this. Coming off a W, getting blocked. I don't know what matches what he was doing. It looks like he was looking at the ceiling. Karrigan versus 4. P250 will be good for 1 kill.
I think his mouse spun out or something.
Yeah, if you have like a hair on your sensor, then you end up just staring at the ceiling very quickly. Or some kind of lint or something.
Basically, every lurk got one-shotted there. Like, Astralis caught everyone off guard. They got the underpass guy, the A-ramp walkout, the top mid.
Yeah, that was the sick kill that Dupree got on the guy's T-spawn.
Yeah. Damn, right up mid versus the eco. I mean, a lot of teams have always like kind of walked up mid on pistols,
Yeah.
but where do you stand on that on CT?
I mean, that's a pretty good idea, I guess, for this round. Because even if you get flash, you just jump away in the connector. Just nothing really stopping you. But I like how Dupree's basically like playing like a T.
Yeah.
He's rushing T spawn like it's a bomb site right now. It's kind of crazy. Do we get to see it again? You won't. You won't.
Yeah, if you, I mean, you pose a threat, if you go, he's
Oh
gonna do it
my
again.
god, he's gonna do it again.
He's gonna
Grenade.
farm, dude.
Light
Oh
damage.
my god.
Oh! Flash! Who threw the flash? I'm not even sure.
Probably Glaive, no?
Did
Whenever
Glaive find
someone's-
him? Because Glaive was an A, probably flashed out of the backup connector, but they flashed out top mid.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, it was theirs from.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, if you always think someone's gonna like lurk top mid, you can't just set up for an, I guess, a slow A or anything. You have to
Dude,
make
look
sure
at the
they don't
setup.
get the
This is what I'm
info.
talking about. They have 4 people going to the A side off the bat. Like, Shoss does weird stuff on CT side. Oh,
Wow.
that didn't work out so well.
Many targets. And 1 delivered kill. Confirmed kill. Kill confirmed.
It actually.
Ever expect this guy to fire? Might not even matter.
Not this time for Magis Boy. Device fast enough to check this to low ground. And Guardian! Oh my god. And it's just round number 4 people. Zipex now 1 versus 4. Palace player peeks out, goes down. Can he get a 1 versus 1? Jump throw so he doesn't expose himself too much. Spots a player close to him. Trying to find somewhere to throw a flashbang. Has he found somewhere? No, it was avoided. And Olaf Meister will launch him into space.
Because they played 4A, I was going to say they almost got a false sense of confidence by getting that opening kill. Because they're like, all right, we're setting up for A anyway. But there's still 3 people in the site. So, you know, technically B was weaker that whole time, but...
Like, everything that could go wrong went wrong. I felt like for Astralis right there. People dying without kills, that opening pick. Even, you know, the way Nico peeked that firebox position, just everything went wrong.
Now it's a much more kind of standard default. But there's two kind of peeking up into B, and it looks like they want info as well. So very adamant on pushing.
Support flash for Zipex. And Dupree's up there as well. No smoke grenade for either of these players, so... Oh, he's not going to be left alone, actually. Dupree could have dropped another flash in on his way out, but he just left Zipex here. He has a good angle, though, and do they even realise he's there? Doesn't seem like they necessarily do, because the grenades are flying in, but he's only good for the one kill. There is a team kill, though. But the bomb is collected, making his way in as Olafmeister, and Guardian's not too far behind, but the CTs are all over the place, and that's a massive shot from Guardian. And I think it was just a bait, the bomb plant, to draw players out for Guardian and Co, and it works out swimmingly, and it's Astralis who drown. 2-3 in favor of Astralis, but they're broke. They are on eco. They have an average of $2,000 per person.
Yeah, just the little things about having someone like Guardian on the team, you know, gets that op kill on the guy crossing. Olaf then feels like the comfort in his mind to be like, okay, I'm okay just going to the left right here, because there's no way that a CT is going to cross or peek into Guardian right now from that same spot.
Because he thought that was first rotator. Yeah.
And then he gets that kill on the guy empty pillar.
CZ purchased by Dupree. Apart from that, they brought nothing into this round. But they have found something. Olafmeister falling behind Magisboy. That's unfortunate for the latter. Yeah. Olafmeister continues his reign of terror. It's a great angle from Dupree. 2 kills out of this, and maybe more than you would...
Get it?
Gotta love E. If there's anything like anything that protrudes out the ground, or the other thing is that people will use E on, they won't notice this, but if you kill somebody and the gun drops with a nade, the nade will block you from using E as well if it's close.
This... Oh, how far can these USPs go, really? 3 kills now. Guardian exposed in the corner of the smoke, quite unusually. Maybe he was looking above the toll booth. Now Dupree doing the best he can. That is colossal damage. That was an investment of $500 across the team, and they killed 3 people.
That's a good point.
His economy is still really strong, though. Shaw's going to have to string together rounds, and they're going to have to do it off of 5 M4s to start, which isn't necessarily too big of a problem, but their utility is also low.
You see Faze start with 26,000 equipment value, so he did like 15,000 of damage in the last round, roughly.
The do double underpass push.
And it finishes in their favor. Will Dupree go back towards the mid position? The rotations come from B already, and they will feel like Faze are compelled to push towards A ASAP. So Faze not quite committing just yet, but now starting to go into the checkpoints. And there are more CTs here, although one has gone back to the B-bomb site. Guardian spots somebody around default/ninja, and it's Magisboy. He gets a flash from his teammate, but Guardian saved by one of his own. Ren going for the default plot now. All the CTs around the jungle connects a position. Guardian was a high flash. Rain taken down in the meantime. Watching the corner of the smoke now. Guardian's alone. Oh, that was a nasty shot. And there's Glaive as well. He makes it look easy.
You knew he was winning it. You just knew it. Like the way he peeked that guy top stairs and got that kill. Such a smart play to get that kill first.
Just blindingly fast.
Jesus, that was fast.
I love that. I love the nice. That was a nice touch on the to help the underpass push to do the deep B smoke, so that when you're coming up the stairs, you're not like there might be a guy on the other side of the smoke, but you don't have to like turn to look at him, so they can just focus on pushing through.
Somebody's been spotted. Somebody's been swatted. Another pistol run for Astralis. With some Kevlar here and there, but it won't get them much. Faze enjoying the long-range kills. Glaive looking for a closer quarter engagement, a more intimate affair. He's got the candles, but there'll be no caviar for him.
Is that what you bring, the intimate encounters?
Depends on who you are.
Ah.
I'm not a caviar type of person.
I think it's pretty good. I had it for like the first time ever, I think, a couple months ago.
I don't know if I've eaten caviar. I probably have, but I just don't even know.
It's not just salty. It's kind of overrated.
It's little babies, isn't it?
Well,
It's tiny babies.
stop. Don't make me feel bad about
You're a
the whole
baby eater.
experience.
You're no different than a mass murderer, Sean.
How dare you?
Sean eats babies by the spade load. Mini spades full of babies.
Spade load.
No spades of babies for Glaive.
I didn't know Sean was such an awful person.
Maybe Glaive will be on the spade.
2018. Open up your minds a little bit, guys.
The spades full of babies. Gun has been retrieved for Astralis, but there will be no solace in this round. The gun has swiftly been taken away. He's been confiscated by the school teacher and he's been sent to detention. 5-3 now in favor of Faze, excuse me.
Could have been Astralis if Guardian didn't win that 1v2. That would have been a safe situation potentially for Faze.
Olafmeister smokes top mid while the entire Faze team, including Olafmeister, make their way towards A, where there are two players. There are two players in mid. I think it's Dupree again looking for aggression towards short. But he's stuck behind the smoke for the time being. Device rotating between Connector and A itself, getting one kill, going through smoke for more, trying to flick, but Olafmeister sees him first. One more play towards the bench position, and he'll be benched for this round, leaving Faze at a man advantage. Inverse default plants. Goes down from Guardian. 2 ops now in the 3 Faze players. Nice grenade from Zipex. Takes Olafmeister down towards CT, while Dupree is coming up towards Palace. It'll be a slow approach. Doesn't want to give his position away, but Nico's looking for him. Dupree looks to the right. Nico comes from the left, and that gives it a 2 versus 1. Zipex on the back foot now. Knows where one player is, but doesn't seem to know where Guardian is. He is close sight. 2 seconds on the defuse, and they will execute him with the CZ. 6-3 Faze clan.
Wow, what do you think about the awareness of Nico to just go that deep in the halls to look for the flank? That's super impressive, actually. So aware.
Are Faze defaulting like a lot less than they just normally do?
I think so, yeah. I mean, on Inferno they default a lot more than
But even in that
Mirage,
Inferno
but
game,
yeah, they did a lot of execs on that Inferno in both Inferno games compared to what they normally do.
it's a good look.
Pistols have been a familiar story for Astralis in this half so far. And that familiar story continues. CZ to increase this time. Guardian is just ready. He is just oh my god, that's a pixel kill.
That's a pants check.
Okay, Device did some damage there. Time to escape, time to reset, time to approach from a different angle. Zipex just charging brazenly through the smoke. Using the distraction, and they see the bomb as well, so that's some information. And Faze will feel vulnerable now.
Damn, this is
Zipex
super
has
smart.
crept so far. Olafmeister not ready for it, and now Zico is alone. He's collected the bomb, and there's somebody close in Connector. The off angle's there for Magisboy, and a round is stolen by Astralis.
That was so smart. How Zipex repositioned.
He did it so quickly, Olaf just
Yeah.
had no idea that he already got under window. Big brain, Jimmy Neutron.
Does Jimmy Neutron have like an oversized head in the cartoon?
Big prefrontal cortex. Very important part of the brain.
Indeed. Oof. Remember that flash that was supposed to flash you guys out Palace? Not going to be coming over this time. Good luck, boys.
Yeah. When one thing I don't like about that, like A-ramp walkouts, is just in the 5v5, if you have a lot of utility to work with, I just feel like you're relying so heavily on getting the first kill, and if you don't,
Yeah.
it you just get shut down. Because then, you know, everyone's alerted, all the choke points are open, so as soon as the rotates come out, you don't get that first kill. I feel like it's just very hard to get across the site.
And Shoss has done it. They've broken the money. They've broken the bank of Faze.
They have indeed, Sean Gez. You are correct. In the words of Darth Vader, your powers of observation continue to serve you well.
Wow. How do you remember that?
You don't even know if he said that for real.
Because that's like one of the most... I wish I spoke English in such a fashion. Just being a complete arsehole. Your powers of observation continue to serve you well. That's my dream. That's the dream me, just heel Bardolph, talking to people like they're pieces of crap.
Like, I feel like you could have just said that and just said, like, you remember this Abraham Lincoln quote, and then just said that because that's something you wanted to say.
You could have put anyone.
Vader's the man. He can choke people by touching them. That's awesome.
That is true.
He's like, actually, never mind.
I want to hear this epic.
Oh, the red booze.
Did he see him?
Shit, just do it. Come on, come on. Oh, he's so close. He's shaving his head.
Please.
Too intense.
Please.
Fire the shot, Dupree.
Siggy,
Fire the
just
shot.
spec someone else. I can't handle
on.
this.
Come on. Fire the shot. Come
Dude.
on. Come on, Dupree. Fire the shot.
Oh!
No!
Oh, man.
I don't think he saw him.
I was so ready.
Jeez.
I am so ready. It could still happen. Will they stay there? No, they've split. They've split up like a boy band. They've gone their separate ways. He's deep inside Dupree. He's made his way out again, and he's back in again. He's teasing. Did he see the bomb? Rain, doing Rain things. Dupree now has got to go forward. He can't go back, and Olofmeister shows an elbow. The flash isn't very good, but now he has the information. But it's still awkward for Olofmeister trying to run away, and he might just manage it. I think he was tagged, but he's alive. There's support on B, and Zipek spots Nico. This is getting really weird now. 40 seconds left. Guardian's made his way through. Oh, he's missed a shot! And now the jig is up. They know Olofmeister's going towards the A side. They will both commit in that direction. Nobody in CT. In fact, if Pre, he's not sure.
They have 2 mollies, too.
That's over. He has no nades. He has to, like, get a lurk kill. Oh, Zipix is out at stairs. Oh! Kind of
creeping through the smoke.
I feel like they knew that someone had gone through A, but they didn't know Guardian had gone all the way to CT.
I mean, that was the round at that point, right?
Yeah.
I needed that wallbang in my life. I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it.
I feel very uneasy.
Kind of really threw off my mood.
Yeah, I'm on a downer now.
Oh, we got dinked.
Needs to get this party restarted, but first there will be an eco round. And it may be a brief one. Guardian will go and steal the gloves away.
See, James, he got dinked. If he had no head armor, though, he would have gotten gooshed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, we'll make an American out of you.
I look forward to it. Just get Dazed involved. Last round of the first half, both these teams on a bye. 2 AWPs for Astralis. And Faze looking to execute in every sense of the word. Olofmeister lurking top mid. Zipek's looking for something, creeping through the smoke like he's a dodgy guy at the back of the club. Molotov's in the palace position. Smoke dissipating on the low ground, and they're moving into the A site. Glaive picked off by Olofmeister. And he needs to worry about connector. That's going to keep people around the CPL position. Device creeping through the window. Tap, tap. Olofmeister playing the piano. That leaves Dupree and Zipex for the CTs. The Molotov comes too late. Dupree goes. And that leaves Zipex alone. 1 versus 4. 1 versus 3. Almost 2. Needs to reload. And Olofmeister's still lurking top mid. He may come into play later on, but he won't be required. 7 rounds for Faze. 8 rounds for Astralis.
You caught me off guard.
Sean's lost it. He's gone. Why don't you play with the little...
Dodgy guy.
Bubble tea. Hey?
Do you like bubble tea?
I don't like the squishy balls, whatever they're called.
Tapioca?
Tapioca, yeah. I'm not about that life.
Oh, that's the best part.
They're weird. The texture's weird. It's uncomfortable.
That's great.
It's like it's the drink equivalent to a sofa that's still got the plastic on it.
What?
That's what it's like. It's just like that. It feels like that, but on your teeth. 3 people in mid for the T side. This might be a very swift split of the B. Oh, boy, that is just dirt. That's dirt McGirt. That's mud. Glaive's like, I'm here, guys. I'm in the A site. Guys.
Bring the bomb A, guys.
I made it, guys. Carrigan behind the fridge. Guardian from B. And that's the round. Pair of 8s.
P2K user. Guardian.
Pap, pap. Well then, off we go.
Kerrigan is a firm believer in the MP7. He must know something.
Let's watch some Chris J demos.
Bomb and T-spawn for the time being, but there are 3 towards A. 2 people on ramp. Only 1 smoke left at this point for Glaive and the team of Astralis. Sound cues being given away on ramp, but not much to read into those at the moment. 1 minute 10 on the clock, so a lot's going to happen in that time. Like a 1 dig, will that pull some TTs away? We had Guardian start to move back, but it seems that Nico will rotate instead. And they see more players, and indeed Nico will make his way towards the bomb site, but Rain's been picked off towards the ramp. They still haven't seen the bomb, so what do FaZe read of this situation? They're a man down now. Nico trying to figure out what's going on. Nobody underpass, nobody in connector, no presence in top mid just yet, but he's got a ways to go. 40 seconds on the clock as they look to converge. Guardian playing at long distance, but he only has a scout. 3 of these 4 players, so they've all got Kevlar in fact. He needs to do some tagging, but they need to close the distance. The flashbang will be avoided at close range. P2000's up, but won't do the job. The flank is there from Glaive, and surely the round is with Astralis. 1 versus 4 for Nico. He's on the ramp. The bomb's not planted just yet. And there is time pressure. Does he try to stop a plant from happening? He hears the beep, and he almost got the angle, but the bomb does go down. That could have been round winning in itself, and he will be instantly traded by Magisboy. Disaster strikes for FaZe.
I love how that round played out, by the way. So they get that kill B. Glaive lets the guy know he's there, keeps him there. Faze instantly goes into let's get information mode. Nico pushes up mid. Glaive knows as the lurker to not peek underpass during that time frame. Doesn't go up underpass as the first kill, the second kill. Waits to be the 3rd kill, gets that connector kill, and like secures the round. Like that is literally that's like top tier knowledge of rotations that round by both teams.
Meat shots. Shots of meat. They're potato guns. Why aren't they like meat guns?
What would they shoot? You think? What
Meats?
kind of cut? What kind of cut though?
Bush meat. In cylinders.
Like ground,
small
ground
cylinders
meat.
of meat, yeah. Wouldn't that be annoyed if you got hit in the face by a cylinder of meat?
Yeah.
There's like a meatball that would crumble, you know? So like
Just like cold, wet
a
meat.
slab of filet.
Like bulgogi or something. Nico and Rain versus Magisk and Zipex. This might be 50-50. The CTs and the Ts are low, and Rain has collected an AK. That's bad news if you're Danish. He's giving it to Nico. Still bad news. Low health player, giving him the 1 shot. Fair enough. 14 HP in the market. This market looks ragged.
No kit. Just gonna shy off it.
Yeah, kind of save what they have. They've picked up 2 rifles now. Got some toys to play with. But it's double figures for Astralis, who are ironically ill-equipped in comparison.
Where are the doors to that market? Just got removed? There was just never any doors?
They took the doors, man. They took everything on the shelves, and they took the doors.
Or you think they could sell the doors somewhere?
You could use the doors to sled down a volcano. The side of a volcano.
You think there's a volcano around this area of the map? This area?
No. But maybe a pyramid. Maybe that's why they need a door a bit longer than a normal sled. Pyramid sledding. I wouldn't recommend it myself.
Oh!
It's a very nice shot from Dupree. Pre-firing behind the smoke in mid, but Rain, that's what he does with an M4. That's why he saved it, because he's a beast, as is everybody on the FaZe clan. Nico, the other saved weapon, taking this round away from Astralis. 1 headshot at a time. 4 versus 2. Glaive knows he's vulnerable in mid position. Smokes the window. And the smoke in connector leaves him exposed. They may want to try and make a play up short, but they're very afraid of the run over. And they've made it. Well, one has. The bomb has, in fact, which is interesting. Because surely the bomb has been seen on a radar. So Astralis assuming this, what do they now do with this information?
At least they've traded and gotten window control, and they have some time to wait to see if anybody looks around. There isn't a lot of reason for FaZe to do that, since they have like backup B control. They can just like passively watch cat. The thing is, they only have to be the only thing that FaZe are nervous about potentially is someone lurking through window, because they don't know about that right now. But Astralis don't know that either. So as we can see, like one of the players is patrolling in CT to watch in case they go back a window sometimes. But they aren't ironclad here.
"13 seconds, the bomb must go down. There's too many personnel on FaZe to clean out, and they haven't checked fireboxes." And Nico, oh my god, is it actually going to go down? Well, ultimately, he'll get the kills and secure the round. But there will be some bonus money for Astralis.
Yeah, that would... It was definitely important what Nico did to get his 3 kills, but that's all Rain just going full man mode and just sitting in the middle of middle doing a 3-man mid take all by himself. Like, once that guy window goes down, at that point he's alone, and you know, I feel like as an Indian leader, that's a little bit frustrating when stuff like that happens. You know, a guy's completely out of place. You know he's out of place. You have 3 people there to just trade that kill, and he somehow gets a double kill and gets away. You're just like,
That's like Rain in a nutshell, though. It's really hard to trade.
yeah, you're like, how did we not get that kill? How did we lose this round? Because we did everything right to get in a good situation.
And by out of place, like, you also mean like he can't easily leave.
Yeah,
like,
he can't easily leave.
If he
You have
crosses
3
back to
people
connector,
there.
they'll just hold a passive angle,
You can
cut
just
him
throw a
off.
flash to your left and
Yeah.
just peek with it, and how is he expected to get 2 kills at that point? But it's just not how situations play out in CS. It's too fast-paced sometimes to think about all those things. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit frustrating, I'm sure, for the Astralis players after that.
The second player in that story was blind.
Yeah, he got blind.
But I don't know if there was a flash behind Rain that we couldn't see from Rain's perspective, because I saw the one that was top mid, but that was earlier on, so I think might have been a CT flash, maybe over connector or something.
Yeah, it would have had been from Nico in the A side.
This is an enormous kill, because they forced up here off that bomb plant, which you might think would have been a bad idea otherwise. Like, but now that they've got the first kill, minute 30 left, they can do so much, and they have an op to work with. This is going to be a double save if Astralis lose, I think.
Molly on the balcony, but Carrigan cannot escape. Glaive with the AWP, he is ready for it. Magic Boy maybe trying to make his way to the bench area. Will not make it there. Will the bomb go down though? Bomb's on the site with Glaive, but he's holding the angle. Again, lots of time on the clock, no pressure to plant the bomb straight away. If he did plant the bomb there, that would be really good for somebody in apartments. 4 versus 3, and a flank is Dupree. Device makes a misstep. Guardian will punish him for it. Dupree making it late. His teammates have to survive though, and Glaive's doing a good job there. Down goes Guardian, leaves Olaf Meister in the middle of the site, and he'll get traded immediately by Zipex. Too many man. 11-9 in favor of Astralis.
What can you say? Just like amazing round from Glaives.
Yeah.
Opening kill. That
I don't know how he got that kill in guard.
B,
Or, I'm
yeah.
sorry, Kerrigan, when he was running away.
jumping away, yeah. And yeah, it would have been dire straits. They actually stole back the economy totally, so they have FaZe basically on the same round they did last round.
Their economy's not too hot either, though.
Yeah.
This is a really important round for both teams.
It's true.
1 minute 30. Slow approach to mid from Astralis. Coming out top as they have 2 players in the underpass area. So keep an eye on the proceedings here. Slowly edging forward with a potential trade fragger. But nobody's facing in the window. Nico's to the right-hand side of the UMP, looking for anybody trying to boost up into the window. You wonder what the likelihood is with 2 people underpass already.
Yeah, a little trick to Mirage is kind of what Astralis just did. If you spread out on the extremities, you know, you make some noise B, you just don't throw anything at mid. Eventually, the connector guy is going to want to lean towards the A side. Eventually, the cat guy is going to want to lean towards B, and you can just take mid drive. You might run into like 1 person. Because during certain phases of the round, that's when executes happen.
Mice with the Deagle. Good to take 1 player out of the equation. 3. Okay, now we've got problems for Astralis. Karrigan holding things down, surviving with 13 HP. That's the bomb as well. 1 versus 4. And it seems Faze will make their way to double figures as well.
What a hold.
17 seconds, AWP collected, and surely Glaive is saving at this point. Money absolutely sucks, so he's going to be stuck on $1,600, but he will have the gun.
Will the game of economic chicken continue?
Faze not too keen to hunt, as you can see their money. They need to build their money for the rounds to come.
I like how he covered window there, just like in the, just waiting for the jump up, but then also peeking afterwards. His op was in jungle, back exposed to the window, but that puts the ump at like full effectiveness. They did buy.
Oof.
Wow.
The op CC.
How many, what's the, can we see the scoreboard quickly, please? Okay, so it's the reset.
Yeah.
So
Really important round for both teams.
Again, yeah, just as long as they keep committing to these buys. What's Zipix gonna do?
Just AK hit. I don't know why with that capital O and Magic's boy, it just makes one be like, boy. Just, capital O just does it, you know?
Yeah.
It's all lowercase, just you. Magic's boy.
that's just Boyardi. Guardian keeping an eye on the left side of the smoke. Something worth doing for a while in case there's a fast play up short. He will be at an advantage. Dupree taken down. Nico looking for more. Device just ignoring him for the time being, and he's got his teammate there in tow, but they've got to be careful. They might lose everything in this situation. He sees the barrel. How far does he go? He needs to go no further. 4 versus 3. AWP taken away. Glaive though may have awkward. Okay, he's been spotted, but he's got a kill. That's important. 1 player in B, but it could be bench, could be site, could be van, could be cat. And indeed, he is the latter, but they need to figure that out. Karrigan knows that as well. Got to be careful his barrel doesn't give him away. And Glaive knows, they know he's here. So he's got to pick the right engagement. On this occasion, he'll pick the wrong one. Zebex gets his bell rung. He's carrying the bomb as well, and that will be seen on the radar. Karrigan doesn't know what lies behind him. And in the meantime, Nico's coming in for the pick, leaving Magic's boy with 40 seconds, 25 HP, and an AWP. Does he go for the save again? If so, they're looking at a 12-11 scoreline to buy with about 4,000-ish money. And it might be awkward for him because he will get no reward for this round.
Yeah, I don't know what his goal was right there in that lurk. He wasn't really progressing up anywhere. I think maybe he was trying to get Zipix to maybe come back to A, but he committed out a little bit too far, and Zipix was probably like, I can't get back, bro. Just like, well, good luck.
He also got, I think, he got opt by device and connector.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, this is, yeah, so, 1 round loss. Are they gonna buy? Are they gonna buy at 13-11 or because I don't think they could buy next round. Whoa, 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 whoa! What do they do? Whoa!
They're force buying again.
Whoa! What is this? I guess.
How many people died in the last round?
4.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for the
CTs?
CTs?
CTs? 2. Not even worth it. But
Too much marmalade for breakfast. Marmalade.
Is it because the op? Like they can't feel like they lost the game at this point. They still have rounds to work with. Wow.
Man, I'm just thinking about Danish breakfast right now. It's pretty good when we were there. It's good stuff.
What do
It's
Danes
just
eat
like a
breakfast?
Scandic breakfast, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah.
I don't know what Danish
Isn't it just
breakfast
toast
is.
and coffee?
It's like there's just
It's
the
like all
Scandic,
these,
the
like,
Scandic
meats and
Hotel,
cheeses and stuff.
lingonberry and all that nonsense. It's good stuff, man. Throw it in a pot of yogurt. It's good.
Yogurt.
Mix it like porridge, baby. Well, they've got one kill. Really trying to figure out where people are, but they've given the bomb away. They're playing pool and they've potted D8s before it's time. Device with yet another wall bang. Guardian, the flash is coming, manages to avoid it. And he's still got the angle. Olofmeister doing work elsewhere, so it's down to a 2 versus 2. Astralis are doing damage, and now they know where both players are. They can planterize the bomb zors. 3 smokes down on the A site. Jungle is obscured. Will they be ready for Olofmeister's position? Down goes Device, and that leaves Zipex with 22 HP. And he needs to look everywhere. Olofmeister making his way up the Palace position. Olofmeister's the one with the kit with 2 HP, so that might have a part to play in this. He's starting to run now, running the distraction. There goes the kit, and there goes Guardian as well. They made it work. The force buy with pistols and an AWP. They stole the round from Faze Clan.
I thought 0 chance he wins that.
Yeah, it just got to a point where Olaf's flank was too late. He had to start running, and once the picture was painted in Zipex's mind, he could manipulate that box in such a way to get those 1v1s. He played that perfectly, though.
Yeah. 22 health. My goodness. And yeah, I mean, Astralis, I guess they had a plan for the eco. They're still low, but they won this game of force up,
Look
so that
what
means
they've done to Faze's money.
I guess, it's harder for Faze to win on a force than it is for Astralis on T side.
This is some serious gaming we're seeing, boys and girls.
Crazy.
Hashtag serious gaming, all caps of course. I don't want to see no lowercase. Eco Town for Faze Clan.
Not digging the combo of the knife gloves. No.
This? Yeah.
It's not the right kind of contrast.
It's clashing.
Not the right kind of contrast.
Ooh, underpass push for 3, 4.
Sound cues. Sound cues. Sound cues.
Oh.
Nobody's watching. And there they are to clean it all up.
You have to think that was literally
Comms.
the worst case scenario out of that, right? It looked like that could have been catastrophic for a second.
At least somebody can hear it on the strides.
Probably just calming.
I mean, the problem is that underpass push sounds a lot like a cat push. So it's sometimes pretty hard to differentiate because you're listening while you're walking, like 1, 2, 3, going up. Cat shit, they're all underpass.
Yeah. That gave me PTSD.
Yeah.
So, Astralis will continue with WMP and a MAC-10 on Mirage. Does that mean they're expecting a double eco, or are they just willing to roll with this? I mean, it's a desperate buy for Faze. Guardian's AWP, no nothing, just AWP. He's naked. Limited on grenades.
This actually happened the last time we bought the MAC-10. They had three without head armor and Guardian without armor.
Right then, how do Astralis activate these SMGs? How do they get them close? Got big channels open as Guardian looks towards Triple. He is blind for a time and he gets absolutely ruined. And there is the risk. I'm not sure if that flashbang went in the right place. I think it was supposed to bounce towards the
new stairs smoke.
Yeah, the new stairs move, like the shallow one.
Nico around the connector position, 4 on 4. There are grenades here for Faze. 2 flashes, 2 mollies, 2 smokes. Flash high will allow Dupree to move forward. Facing 2, can't get 1. MAC-10 getting to work now with Magic's Boy. Man advantage disappears, 2 on 2. Bomb continues to tick. Nico's got the kit. He is towards connector. Rain scanning the whole site, taking 1 player down. Zipex in the smoke. He's got to go wide. Rain's not ready for him this time. The 2K from Zipex again.
He's going huge.
And Astralis have got 14.
Literally, this game is over if you didn't win these two rounds.
Holy cow. How does he get that first kill coming out the smoke? I thought they would assume he was flanking connector, But once I saw Rain was aware that he was in Palace, I was like, oh, he's going to win this round.
Rain delivers that one every single time.
Yeah.
(14-11) for Astralis. Faze with pistols and Kevlar for this round. There's a fair chance they will play against match point. Did you not see the first person there on the box?
Yeah, I feel like that couldn't have been a spectator glitch, right? He was out pretty wide. I just don't think he saw him.
Stacking the B bomb site with Rain pushed through Palace. Presumably heard no sound cues, but then wouldn't necessarily. Old school boost for Guardian. Nico taken down towards the connector box. Zipex clearing out the ladder room. Molotov on the balcony position. Dupree looking towards short, and he will find somebody. Almost stereo shots towards Carrigan. Taken down. Olofmeister gone. Boost gone. Leaving Rain top mid with a Deagle versus 5. There is a player in the middle of Cat as well. Glaive with a 180. Turning circle of a Dalek. And he'll take out Rain. Match point Astralis. Faze back on the buy. All rifles. 4 M4A4s worth noting, and Carrigan with the silenced M4.
I'm going to say the biggest takeaway for me from this game is just how confident Astralis are. They're just, I mean, just the buys that they're taking, and then everything they're doing, they're like not hesitating to take control of things. They feel very like, I don't know, in control, I think.
Yeah, I feel like even when rounds break down, they have super effective lurks that somehow just get behind people.
Streaming into the sites are Astralis. 2 kills to the 1 of Faze at the moment, and the bomb site is empty. Bomb being planted for Connector and the ramp and Palace. 2 players, 2 CTs, and Connector being Molotoved off from the site. And Carrigan's in CT. We've got a flank for Dupree making his way towards mid. And it seems that Glaive might be doing the same. In the meantime, Magisboy gets naded into oblivion, so they need to speed up because Device is on his own, but Faze is still moving slowly. And actually here, Nico rotating, and now that means Glaive has just got to hide top mid, so they don't see him. Device missing some shots now, but here is Glaive taking down Nico, taking down Carrigan, and that might be the round. Olofmeister's left, trying to do what he can. There's still a smoke down. He's running out of time. He finishes the headshot, finds the defuse kit, but is there time? I don't think there is.
Wow.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, the
Double.
2 guys running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching, like, you know, go to a sports game, there's like the hot dog races on the big screen. Or they're running around. It's just like, they're just running around the
That's
map.
what he calls, actually.
Let's do the hot dog race. Back to,
Remember the time we were in America?
Well, that's a solid 2-0 for Astralis. Great performance from both teams, but it's the Danes who come out on top, and it's great to see Astralis playing so well once again, especially after the changes and the reversions. Back with Device on AWP and so on. Magisboy slotting in nicely. Looks good.
Looks good.
Honestly, I thought Faze was on point. Like I can't look at this game and figure out really what Faze was doing wrong. I just think the shots played really well these 2 halves.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at this like second half and see like
Those
these 2 1v2s. Yeah.
I mean, like those are gonna kill you.
If they didn't lose those, if they didn't lose versus the 4-subs, you know, it's a flip flop. But like, even then, it's like 16-14 either way, so it's really close.
Well, these are the statistics. Glaive up there. He's been quite the nuisance today for his opponents. Almost 2,900 damage to him. 28 kills. Nice performance from the man. 16-11 over Faze. Interesting time. So that's going to conclude the European portion of the show. We are running just a few minutes late, but we do have North America coming up. I think we could take a look at the leaderboard once it's ready to see what the implication of these matches are for today. Again, it's